contribute to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court interrupting play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest Office of Security or Arena Staff Center. Thank you. Now you want to be here at our next home game, fans, because everyone in attendance will get their very own.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Holmgren is out there with Williams, and it's Urber in at center. And for Dallas, and it's small and power forward. It'll be Flagg and Davis. Smith is out there with Irving, and it's Lively in at the 5 down low. With this being the last game of the season, DB teams around the league really only have two options.
You're right, Kevin. I mean, those lucky enough to be in the playoffs have their eyes set solely on being at their best when that moment comes. For the others, you sort of look around the locker room and try to determine what this room is going to look like next year. Who's here and who is not.
Now, here is Irving. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Here's Smith. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back to you, Kevin.
Allie, thank you so much. And so here is Dallas. The Thunder making the shot to the inside. Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
SGA looking it over.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And here's Smith. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Irving for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
Holmgren outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Buries it from three-point range.
There's a reason Jalen Williams has the green light from deep. He is so consistent.
Smith against Dort. Out to the right wing. Here's Smith. Pass to Flagg. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Oh, are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Thunder trailing by 5. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Irving against SGA. Driving the lane. Outside Williams. There's the pick. Fires from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 7. Pass to Lively. Davis setting the pick for Smith. Right at the free throw line. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 6 assists here tonight. SGA against Irving. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Here's Williams. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Jalen Williams very comfortable operating out of that mid-range area.
And another basket for Dallas.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Holmgren. Still yet to score. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I tell you, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done inside. So crafty with his footwork and ability to get shots.
Pass to Flag. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Back to Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Gordon's checked in for Davis. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Topic is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Now, here's SGA. In the game against Detroit, very impressive.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Here's Gordon. Now Smith. He's got 6. Off pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
Here's Topic. Holmgren outside. Pass to SGA. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Lively. Mavericks leading by 8. Smith with it. Outside Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 8th assist in the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Topic. SGA finds Williams. Out left to the wing. Here's Sorber. Oh, good with the triple. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Down low. And finished off by Lively.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 16-point game.
Oh my goodness, J-Dub deep in his bag on that dunk.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Mavericks leading by 11. Smith scanning the floor. Gordon with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And another basket for Dallas.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Flag. And it's Hardy in for Irving. Now here's Kuminga. And he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit. Mavericks leading by 13. Gafford kicks to Smith. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Under trailing by 16. Pass to Topic. Now here's Khan. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own three.
Here's Gordon. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Now Gordon. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gordon's got 6.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Robinson sets a screen for Cobb. Nailed from three-point land.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all. Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Wow.
For the three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's Dallas as they end the first quarter with a huge surge. And
Help me out!
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Daniel Gafford. DeRozan out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Hardy. And it's Smith in at the 2. Pass to Kuminga. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Kornet. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Holmgren wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You love guys who are north of 7 feet and still sweet shooters. Mr. Holmgren, step up, sir.
Gafford sets the pick for Smith. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Smith. To the paint. Gordon the pass to Gafford. And again, it's Aaron Gordon. Gordon's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the offensive game of Aaron Gordon continues to improve, and when he's feeling it, he stays aggressive.
DeRozan against Kuminga. Topic, no good on the triple. Dallas leading by 20. You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
Holmgren with the steal. Gornett, covered by Smith. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gornett. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith outside. Pass to Hardy. Smith outside. This one for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look for Dallas. Davis is checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Flagg subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dort against Smith. Pass to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Here's Topic. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Smith outside. Davis up top. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And again, Dallas with the 3.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Robinson. Holmgren in the corner. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Davis with a screen on George. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Outside, Dort. The offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Pass to Hardy. Robinson against Smith. Just 5 on the clock. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Out to the right wing. Back to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Dallas has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. That one good for 2. 20 points for Smith.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they join talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Irving subbed in for Hardy. Pass to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on DeRozan. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So
Substitution on the court.
Holmgren outside. On the wing, Williams. Sorber. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Right side, Davis. Smith for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Smith's got 13 points now in the quarter.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Sorber. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Williams. Beyond the arc. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
3.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. 1:19 left now here in the second. Smith outside to the wing right side. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The Thunder shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Outside Williams. Pass to Sorber. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sorber's got 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lively a screen on George. Lively, that's good. 8 points for him.
Well, Lively is a great combination of size and finesse. Sets a great screen and creates offense off it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sorber. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 23. Back to Irving. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Fans, get ready for some high RPM and amazing stuff from your pocket line on Reebok Entertainment.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
When I look at Dallas, the last game of their season and plenty to play for. They're still holding that #1 spot in the conference. They'll need to protect it.
Always great to see meaningful games down the stretch. They all count. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Dallas Mavericks.
We've heard the saying, live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they're living by it and living well.
Yeah, they've broken this game wide open, and I think their lead extends in the second half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Smith. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Chet Holmgren out there with Williams. And it's Zorber in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving, and he said, quote, "Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game, and with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well." Guys, back to you.
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie. Williams outside. That's good, and SGA with the assist. And that's 15 points for Williams.
Yeah, Jalen Williams keeping his foot on the gas pedal here. He is staying in attack mode.
Smith against Dort. Back to Smith. Pocket 6. It's Irving, top of the key. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Irving's got 12 in the game. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Williams. He's got 15. 6 to shoot. Here's SGA. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Smith kicks to Irving. Now Smith. He's got 27. Inside. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Here's SGA. Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among the best one-on-one scorers.
Well, that's because, Kevin, he is a 3-level scorer. He can be a lob threat. You can put him on the box or at the elbows. You're going to have to draw a second defender if he's on the face-up because he can't get guarded one-on-one.
And Davis puts it in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's SGA. He's got 7. Williams inside. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Right wing. Here's Flag. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Holmgren. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Pass to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Clock at 4. The Thunder with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Throws it up high. Irving with the steal. Smith with it. Dort covering. Smith the pass to Irving. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. SGA passes to Holmgren. Outside Williams. And the three ball is good. Williams has got 18 points.
And with that three, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
Smith with it. 27 points for him. Bucket is good. Smith's got 29 in the game.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Outside Williams. Back to SGA with the fadeaway. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. From outside the arc. And again, Dallas with the three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Williams with a clean look, and it's off from three-point range. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Smith. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And stolen by Flag. Here's Davis. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Watching Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Aaron Gordon comes in for Davis. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Flag. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving. Topic is checked in for Oklahoma City. Smith kicks to Gordon. For the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And that one drops. 36 points for Smith.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Holmgren left side. To the middle. They could use a bucket, and Williams lays it in. Williams has got 20 points.
Boy, Jalen Williams is a tough guy who can make some tough shots. That one heavily contested.
Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 39.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Outside Williams. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Smith against Gilgeous-Alexander. And DeRozan kicks to Smith. Back to DeRozan. Smith outside. Puts up a deep three. And the Mavericks another three.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting 43% for the game. Pass to Williams. Puts up a three. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
There's that competitive streak. Jalen Williams answering from distance.
Now, here's Hardy. And again, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. The Thunder shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Williams. For three, Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside. As and it's Smith with the assist that time. Gafford's got his first basket of the night.
The painted area is the 9-to-5 place of business for Daniel Gafford, doing work right there.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary...
For the Mavericks, Smith comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. DeRozan out there with Gordon. Then there's Harden. Then it's Jones. And it's Smith in at the 2-guard spot. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. TB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
No coverage that time. 43 points for Smith.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Pass to Topic. Outside, Dort. Plenty of space. Rebound by Smith.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, tremendous understanding right there of Aaron Gordon. In the pick and roll, using size and quick thinking. Nice.
Here's Topic. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Topic. The layup off target. And here's Smith. Gordon with a screen on Dort. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Well, he came into the league as an incredible athlete, but Aaron Gordon has put in the work to be a great offensive player, and right before our very eyes, it's happening.
The Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Dort. Pass to Topic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Inside, and Jones slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
On the wing, DeRozan. Smith outside. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Holmgren. It's good.
You see the physical attributes that Holmgren has in the paint. Size and energy make it easy for him to find shots.
Smith outside. And another basket for Dallas.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Smith left side. Over Topic. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 47 points.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Holmgren outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are no doubt intriguing.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Smith.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Shot clock at 3. From deep, Williams. The Mavericks pull it in. 15 seconds left in the game. Smith outside. Shoots over Dort. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They poured it on tonight for the dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game